Mm, tabletop, bottoms up, talking ish, girl, what's up? Are you hungry? Have you eaten? Welcome to Kitchen Table Talk with Spillitboy TV. Drop the beat.
I swear, baby.
What's up, y'all? What's going on? It's been a minute, but we here. All right, we good. We're good. What's going on, Cooking with Carolyn? Hi, baby. How you been? Hey, Des. Welcome to Kitchen Table Talk with SpillitBoy TV. It's good to see you guys. Listen. I got so much stuff to talk about. You say, what am I eating, Cyber Diva? I have, let's see, spaghetti by me and a chicken sandwich from Popeyes. So I was kind of like meshing things together. It's weird. I don't know what my taste buds were doing today, but that's where we at. Is that the new McDonald's? No, that's Popeyes, baby. It came from Popeyes. Hey, Keisha. What's up, Caramel Bunny, honey? I'm making you hungry. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. So listen, so much crap going on. I know you all seen the thumbnail. And what story is actually being told, honey? What story is being told? Are we doing a bit of cleaning? I always clean up, honey, when I come on here. I'm always cleaning up, even when I don't intend to clean up. For some reason, when I come and sit down at the kitchen and I start talking, kitchen table talk is kind of like that. You kind of end up like cleaning up, even when you don't intend to. So it's just kind of that way. That must be me. I must be messy. Hey, Miguel, what's going on? What's going on, Letitia? What's up, baby? You say, whose story? Right. So listen, this is the people that we're talking about. Kay Michelle, what story is this that you're telling? What's the story? What's going on with you, sweetheart? When it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. I don't know what that's all about. We're going to talk about that a little bit. You say it's not just you. Say, send me the food. I'll clean that up, honey. And then Tyler Perry has a new show coming out. And I'm going to talk about that. It's called All the Queen's Men, honey. What story you telling, Tyler? Or what story you get ready to try to tell? Because I ain't so sure about that. So we're going to talk about that. And then the TS. We're going to get into the TS. I review, right? I am a reviewer. It's what I do. So she my girlfriend, but she got a show coming on, which puts her right in the line of fire. So I got to review it, right? So it is what it is. I said, maybe I won't review it since, me and TS, that's my girl. But no, that's what this is all about. She done made it. My girlfriend's coming on WeTV, honey, starting next Thursday. And she did a teaser of what I'm thinking is maybe episode 1 or possibly it might be some things mixed. They do that sometimes. Sometimes it's a little piece of the first episode, and sometimes it's actually some things that they kind of mesh together. So by all means, you know me, honey, I'm fair. I'm going to go on, I'm going to review. But we're going to actually on here today at Kitchen Table Talk, we're going to sit and talk about the teaser that TS put out. He said, yes, TS cannot wait. I know I can't wait either. It's gonna be good. So we're gonna go over what I actually saw in the teaser the other day. And it's on her channel. So definitely, if you haven't seen the teaser, by all means, when you leave here, then you'll go. But yeah, no. And I know people had questions. Am I going to review the show? How am I going to review? I'm going to review TS's show the same way I review everybody else's show. If there's some things that ain't lining up, I'm going to say it ain't lining up. If there's some things that are making me fall out and laugh, I'm going to fall on out and laugh. It's a show. It's a real show. This is not, she don't have an online, like it's not a little online bop-diddy-bop show. She got a show. So yes, I'm going to treat my girlfriend the same way I treat the rest of them. She is a celebrity. She's a celebrity for all intents and purposes. So I'm going to review her because I think that's only fair. That's only fair to my brand and hers, is to actually review it the way that it's meant to be reviewed. It's a real show. I'm going to give my girlfriend, TS Madison, a real review. That's how it's going to be. So it better be right, TS. Girl, it better be right. Girl, don't make me have to get you, girl. It better be right. Hey, James, I'm cooking. But your food is probably going to beat what I'm cooking. Well, I've been here a lot longer than you, Miles. My food probably should beat yours. Been here a lot longer than you've been here, boo. But yeah, so, but then, you know, and then I'm going to interact with you all out here in the crowd like I usually do. So maybe, you know, who knows? Clean, shimmy, shoulder, just cleaning up, yeah. Maybe we'll get to some of this. Because the streets is hot. Real hot. So I might just have to clean them up. I just clean them up. Before I go over a little spaghetti and chicken, honey. Just clean them up and just clean them up. All right, let's get started. You know, I'll get the clown and we'll be here all night. So, all right, first thing, let's go ahead and start off with Mr. Perry. This is the easy one. Mr. Perry, you joking, right? You joking. See, we cleaning up already. Okay, so listen, this is what I heard. So, allegedly, here's this show. It's coming out on BET. Okay, it's coming out on BET, and the first thing they said when I heard where I heard it from, they were saying P Valley. I said, oh no. We're not even going to play those games. Jay Chase, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Did you all flood the chat? Y'all ain't flooded, I know. Flood that chat with happy birthdays for Jay. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Happy birthday, love. Happy birthday. Oh, damn, is that a Popeye's chicken? It is, kaboom. It is Popeye's, honey. It is. Love that chicken from Popeye's. See, let me quit. They're trying to give me a copyright when meanwhile they should be writing me a check. But anyway, good child, look. Ain't no telling where the copyright strikes is coming from out here on these YouTube streets. Look, see, here we go. Here we go. You never know where the copyright strikes are coming from. All I know is wherever they come from, the grounds be left blown up, Patty. Anyway, okay, so Tyler got the show. It's called All the Queen's Men. Okay, All the Queen's Men, and it is a drama about strippers on BET. So we playing in each other's face, right? To even say, now I'm just, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be fair, like I'm always fair. You know, I love Tyler Perry. I love Tyler, but Tyler be trying to play. And I feel like this right here is playing in our face in a big way, especially when somebody's throwing P-Valley. There will be no child P-Valley, Tyler Perry in the same sentence? I don't think so. You say what the bolo is going on? No, I believe it's actually about female strippers. I think it really is, I think, on the same basis as like P-Valley. But dealing with Tyler Perry and BET, the scale down is going to be something real serious. Real serious. I can't even imagine that one's going to be anything like the other. So that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to give Tyler a fair chance, like I always give him a fair chance. But I ain't got a whole lot riding on this. I ain't got a whole lot riding on this. I think it's going to probably end up for me, it's probably going to end up the same way that I feel about Sisters. Because, you know, I was riding with Sisters at first. I tried. I really tried. I couldn't even make it. We made it to the break, and then it came back, and I was done. And people are still sending me messages. Could you go review? Y'all can stop sending me those messages. I am not going to continue to review Sisters. I'm not going to go back. You know, I jump in and out with have and have nots. It's just been that way all along. Yeah. Oh no, I'm here, real me. I'm here. Child, you know, I came to see you. Anyway, you know, real me, but when I click the button, baby, he's right there, baby. Most gorgeous lips and all, right up front. So yes, I came to see you, boo. I wasn't gonna miss my visit with you this week. I'm here. Yeah, I just don't have a lot of faith in it. But with Sisters, I tried. I really tried with that show. I really tried, and I thought it was gonna be like have and have nots, where I get sick of them and then I pull out, and then you go back. But it ain't one of them situations. You know, have and have nots. I pull out of have and have nots and go back all the time. Sisters, I pulled out and I stopped watching. I literally stopped. I found my intentions were to pull out of the reviews and just watch. Right. That's what it's about. Kitchen table talk. A view is a view. Of course, there's food in front of me. I have view is a view. How you feeling, baby? So I thought that's what I was going to do, but I sat down literally for the first episode when they came back after the break, and I sat and I looked and I said, I didn't even make it through the whole episode. I was up and out. I was out. I was done. Some of the storylines were interesting. Some of the actresses, they're cute, you know, and I love all the melanin on the screen, but it just was not enough to hold me. No, I was afraid to even try the bros. You screwed up Sisters, so I knew I wasn't going to play with the brothers. I just couldn't do it. I wasn't going to do it to myself. I see good old Supreme number 2 is in here. Hey, Really BTV, what's up, baby? So no, that's it. So we will see. We will see. We'll see what happens. We're gonna give it a fair chance. I'm gonna definitely all the Queens men. I don't have a date for it yet. I will keep you all abreast of it as the information comes out. But that's it. A stripper drama on BET by Tyler Perry. That just sounds like a whole joke. Like it sounds like a whole oxymoron. Stripper Tyler BET. I see James exiting the building, but you know, whatever. Well, we're gonna try. We're gonna see. I only watch have nots to God at Justin. Listen, how many seasons? That's what I'm saying. There's Tyler always has female and male eye candy. But how many seasons am I gonna keep on every week looking at these same people? It's like, okay, now you start feeling stalkerish, honey, because you don't even give a damn. If you on there watching just to look at them, you start feeling a little stalker. So, man. But now listen to this. Now look, well, dig this transition. Dig the transition. Speaking of dropping it like it's hot, honey. K. Michelle. Y'all know I love my K. I love my K with her messy ass and that golden throat of hers. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of her. She makes good TV. She's funny. And she definitely can sing her ass off. And she's a fierce writer. Totally a fan. But girl, your antics. I can't with your antics. Your antics always seem to step in the way of everything else. It's like the Kiki Wyatt moment. Like Kiki has some of the most profound gifts that the creator gave out. I mean, ain't no denying it. But her antics keep you from enjoying her. You just be like, girl, what is really going on? You know? Girl, I can't. But my girl, Kay, jumped up on here. It was up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. And she wanted to twerk. Now, you know you got some issues. She's had multiple surgeries, having implants from her behind removed. Tons of surgeries. Not even done yet. Of course, there is skin and whatnot that needs to be removed. And she's been stretched out so badly to put all that mess up in there that, of course, she has like hanging whatever. I don't know what went on with her undergarments, but she didn't have everything together. Okay. And the thing that happened to Kay, the only thing that I can actually compare it to is something that if it ever happened to me, I think I would crawl in a hole and never come out ever again. What's up, Deanna? She was doing, if it's up, then it's up, and pop and pop and pop, and her butt dropped. And people say that in her dress, it's like a piece of luggage. It just folded down like a piece of luggage. The only thing that I could compare that to is being it. Y'all know I'm a whole drag queen out here in these streets. Being in a drag show and your little man show back up, Patty. You talking about embarrassed? Girl, I understand. Not firsthand, but I mean, I know some folks that happened to. Girl, when their undergarments let them down, honey, and things showed up, they ain't got no business showing up. Drag shows, there's no room for meat and drag shows, and there's no room for fallen booties when twerking is involved. So that's the only way. As soon as I heard it, seen it, I just was like, that's the first thing that came to mind for me. I'm like, baby, listen, when I play around and I'm Milan, if James show up while I'm Milan, baby, I will never put another heel on again. It's unforgivable. Ugh, it's horrible. I've seen it happen to people, baby. I could do a series of videos about girls when they're Yuck, honey. Listen, if I want to go see Bolo, I'll go see Bolo. Okay? If I want to go see RuPaul, I want to see RuPaul. The girl RuPaul, not RuPaul Charles, the girl RuPaul, honey. I don't want to see no extra hanging. And when I see my girls out there twerking, I don't want to see them with things falling down and child. And so this is where I got confused. Now, I'm not making fun of her. Okay? I'm not making fun of her. Yet. I'm going to make fun in a minute. So it happened, okay? You're on these internet streets all the time. Okay, you know how this goes down. You know what it gives. You knew when you felt it drop or looked in the screen. You might not, and I gotta take that back. I don't know if she felt it. I don't know if she could feel it, but you seen it in the screen when your ass toppled over, honey, when it gave Dunlap, honey. You seen it. You knew that the kids was going to drag you. You knew it. You knew it. So here we go. This is going to take us right over to this side again, honey. Right over to this side again. Oh, Lord. When you looked in that screen, girl, and you saw your butt drop down like that, you knew you had to get off screen. You had to make a quick get off. And it's the same thing as when we're on here on like in my world and you up on that StreamYard or whatever you're using and you see that doggone that camera that came on and you wasn't ready. You know you're going to get cleaned up. It's going to clean you up. Going to clean you up. The streets is going to clean you up. You already know that. You know that for a fact. When you say, girl, when that butt dropped, you went pop, pop, pop. Girl, hit the camera. Hit the camera. You already know it was going to go down. Them kids was going to drag you. You knew that. You knew that. So there was no need for you to get angry and jump out here and play the victim card. You came down and got to lighten the kids up. Girl, why? Why? Why you start lighting the kids up and I had this and I had that? We understand all that. We understand all that. But you do know that these YouTube streets and Twitter streets and shade rooms and all these places, you know they don't even care, girl. You know they don't care. And you coming down fussing just made it look worse to me. You set yourself up to be dragged some more. So tell me what's really going on, sis. See, this is where I said I wasn't going to make fun of her. I ain't making fun of her about the butt situation because she's in the process of getting herself together. So I ain't got no problem with that. But this is where my dragging and my making fun. What you doing, sis? What you doing? Because you know this game just as well as I know this game. Kay. Are you trolling us? Because I don't think that you did the butt thing on purpose. But afterwards, are you trolling us? Do you have something coming out? You got a new album coming out, don't you? You got a new album coming out, don't you, Kay? What else you got going on that you're going to need access to the internet and people talking about you? Because your name been kind of quiet in the streets. What else is going on? What story are you telling, sis? That's just where I'm at with it. I don't think that it started off as a trolling situation, but I think after it happened and the streets started dragging her, she said, I'm getting ready to Olivia Pope this. I'm going to flip this over. And they dragging me. My feelings is hurt anyway. I want to cuss their ass out. So I'm going to go ahead and cuss their ass out because it'll just go. And then my name will be out there. And I got an album coming out. Right, her country album is getting ready to release. So, is there something more you like to say, Kay? That's why I ain't jump out here when it first happened. I said, let me sit back here and see what's really going on. And I said, you know, she should just be quiet and just let it go away. Be quiet and let it go away. She ain't do that though. She jumped out in the streets, got the let the kids have it, honey, and giving them very much a shame on you, honey. Shame on you. Ain't no shame on them. That is how the internet works. We got folks running around here right on these internet streets right now. Camera slips. It happens seems like it started happening every week now. Folks is having camera slips and then saying, that ain't me. That ain't me. They photoshopping it. Ain't no fun. You can't Photoshop no shit in real time. In real time, when the camera come on, you can't do that. You can't. There's no way you can Photoshop it down. You can definitely take a picture. They do it to me all the time. I was the one the other day. Well, it was my other self. I came on as Milan. I sat on the panel with Duchess, and then I seen a picture that somebody screenshot, and they want to zoom you all the way in and all that. Child, you can never get me with zooming me in on no picture. Anything that has to do with me and who I am as a person and these looks, bitch, are you kidding? It's me. It's me. I ain't gonna try to take it back. I ain't gonna try to explain it away. It's me. Zooming in. Get up underneath it, do whatever you want. And I need to stop right here. Official D spot. I'm just gonna take a minute because I don't want to take you to another spot, but I'm glad to see you here. I'm glad that you were in a position where you could come here. But official D spot, I just want to, you know, pay some condolences to you and your family and give you a virtual hug and definitely pray for comfort over you and your family in this time. But I'm glad to see that you are even in spirits to actually log in here and see me clowning. So that means that you're doing okay. So I'm glad to see you. All right, baby. Mwah! We got you. We got you, honey. We hold up some prayers for you like we've been. We got you. All right. Back to my foolishness. So those things, when it happens, right. I'm glad we were able to be here for you, babe. That's what we do. We fight and we argue, honey. But when it counts, honey, we do the right thing. Most of us. Yeah, them camera slips, child. Now I seen somebody, they did a camera slip, honey, and they threw the whole damn through the whole damn camera. You know, it's child. If you feel like that about yourself, I don't know. I don't feel like I ever look bad enough to throw. Do you know how much these cameras cost? Bitch. Ain't no way. Y'all would just catch me. Baby, I'll switch it up on y'all. It'll become a photo shoot. No matter what it is, honey. Thank you, pretty one. But yeah, you get me, honey? A picture from 900 years ago. And my hair, you don't like my hair, or my hairline ain't just perfect, or whatever. I ain't never gonna come down and try to argue. None of for what? It's me. They love to pull old pictures of me and post them. Baby, you can look through some community walls. There's pictures of me everywhere, and people say that I ain't nobody. Most certainly am. First of all, Martin Luther King said I was somebody. But as many pictures of me is floating around on here, honey, I'm not just somebody. I'm that bitch. Mhm. And no matter what, I don't care a 20-year-old picture with an outfit that you think ain't in style no more. It's me. It's me. And I'm not going to throw no camera trying to get away. If I'm naked and the camera slip, drop your lip. Okay? I'm going to say that for those in the back that didn't catch it. If I'm naked and the camera slip, drop your lip. It's me. Who cares? Y'all better get into it. Run around here mad on the streets and cussing folks and carrying on. Mm-mm. It ain't no shame on nobody. This is what the internet gives. This is what social media gives. So no, I can't say I really feel bad for Kay. It was unfortunate, and I know it was embarrassing. Shit happens. Now what? Naked, right? Answer naked. If my camera's slipping, you catch me naked. It's all on you then. It ain't on me. What's your next move? Shit. Y'all better get into it. And I bet you won't catch me on no pad on top about it wasn't me. Oh, that ain't me. Oh, yes, it was. 10 toes down, drawers on the floor. That was me. You can't take it back. It just is what it is. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so that's what was going on with her. I thought the clap back was ridiculous. And then I had to think about it. I didn't hit my button on my camera. I said, wait a minute. Okay. Girls, you trolling us. You trolling us. You trying to keep your name hot. By all means, sis. I hope that's what it is. I hope that you're not giving me shallow teas. It's Popeye's, Miles. Yeah, it's the sandwiches from Popeye's. The spaghetti's from in the kitchen. But yeah, so that's that. So, okay, so let's move on to the next thing, which is the TS. Oh, Miss Maddie. Now, Maddie, her show is going to premiere on Thursday at 10 p.m. on We. Okay? So, here comes the shade. Y'all ready? Those of you who don't have a subscription to We, we're going to need you to get a subscription to We. All that fire sticking and all that stuff, we need you to have a real subscription so you can get credit. Get you a subscription to We so you can watch the TS Madison experience, okay? Now, she's coming up on here, honey. It's already there. You could actually, I posted on my community board where you see me program it into my DVR. You know, if you have a real subscription to a cable provider, you can get DVR service and you can just save it. And even if you're not home, it'll record it for you and you won't miss the show and she'll get credit. The shade has been thrown, but you got to have a current cable subscription to do that. Not logging in underneath nobody else's name on their phone app. No, not to do that. No. Current cable subscription. Now, Maddie is one of ours, honey. She's part of the social media. She's part of YouTube. She is on TV. And I was getting a lot of questions as to whether I was going to review the show or not. I'm most definitely going to review the show. And I'm going to review Maddie's show the same way I review Mona's shows. I'm not going to be nice to Maddie If something ain't right, I'm gonna say it ain't right. If something's boring to me, I'm gonna say it's boring. If I like something a lot, I'm gonna say I like it. I'm going to review it. Now that is my brand. So I think I said this earlier. I think it only fair to my brand and hers to give her a proper review. Why wouldn't she get a proper review the same way I do Love and Hip Hop and at Real Housewives of Atlanta? Because at this point, that is the elbows that she's rubbing. She has a real show. She don't have no show. It's a real show. So I'm going to give our girlfriend a real review. So let's get started, shall we? Let's get started. She did a first look. It's a taster. Little teaser, little taster. You could actually go over and see it on her channel when I'm done. You don't take your ass over there now. You sit down. Sit down. You sit down. If you ain't seen it, you just wait. You go see it when I'm done. So I'm going to do a quick little review on what was shown. So it was about 15 minutes. And that was the other thing. We all been wondering what is going to be on the show. What story are you telling, Madison? What story are you telling, girl? Because you have so many. What part of your life is this show wrapped around, or is this something new? That was the thing. I didn't know. I know she was doing a lot of running back and forth to California and all these other little things. And then some things, if you don't really follow her like that, you don't know. She does stuff with Wild Productions. She's right now, she's got a recurring judge's seat on this season of RuPaul's Drag Race. A lot of running around. So I didn't know exactly what portion of her life they were going to be covering. So I said, okay, let me sit on down. And I seen her. She pop up. I said, let's go, girl. Let's what's going on. So it's called the TS Madison Experience. And it was a lot of what I thought it was going to be. It's really chronicling a lot of the Queen's Supreme Court. So I said, oh, okay. So this is going to be very telling. This is going to be very telling because those who have not gotten the chance to actually meet her in person, you're going to get to see her for real. Not, they're just filming. So it's reality. So they're going to film and you'll see, of course, there'll be drama because, all reality TV, there's got to be some type of drama or it wouldn't even be there. So you're going to get to see in real time how she reacts to stuff. And the first thing that stuck out in this teaser, they were talking about problems with the Queen's Supreme Court, which we've all sat through and seen some of these things. Hello, Duchess Kelly Love. We've seen some of these things. We've seen where the server drops out on her. We've seen where the screen has actually frozen and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, we got to really, we will get to see it for real, not what somebody said. We're going to get to see it in real time. What's up? Just man, they got a studio session. Okay, cool amount. And congratulations on making that newspaper. I seen it. I follows you too. I always have my eye over your shoulder, pal. So congratulations to you. Yeah, so that we got to see we got to see Mo. You hear him talk about Mo all the time. This Mo, who's like behind the camera. He's the guy that's handling the computers and working the cameras and all this stuff. So we got to see Mo because they're always saying Mo is cute, but I don't trust nobody on no shit like that. I want to see him for myself. Put him up here. So stick him up here, honey. Let's see. He all right. Said, okay, Mo, we see you, honey. We see you. But now, he's all right, like I said. But I looked around and was crowded, and I seen Kept Secret, and so there's some folks on there, honey. Some folks that's out on social media doing some different things that you're going to see on the show. Okay, let's run down who all's there. So we got to see Mo. So we'll see him. How he look? He look all right, girl. He's he's Nigerian. He got a little Rasta thing going. I mean, he all right. He all right. Yeah, he all right. And then, their whole things they're always saying, Mo is straight. He's the only straight person. I think they're the only straight male on the roster of what goes on with the Queen's Supreme Court. So, and you can see that. You can see that. I didn't, nothing questionable about him or nothing like that. He's just old dude over there doing his work. He's doing his work. We see Legra. Legra is Maddie's business manager. If you followed her and you did any of the trip where she did the trip to Dominican Republic, you've seen a lot of Legra then. She was on the show a lot promoting the trip. So we see Legra. We see Legra's about business. So I said, yeah, there's going to be some drama wrapped around Miss Legra because, again, keeping everybody together. Oh, you already seen a little bit of that. She's like, we having a business meeting. You on your phone? What are you doing? I said, okay, so we're going to see Legra. Of course, Miss Mary is there. Miss Mary's on the show. We see her. Everybody knows Miss Mary does the cooking. She interacts with the folks. I believe that the general public is going to fall in love with Miss Mary. I do. I believe a lot of the television audience is going to love Miss Mary. And that's kind of what happens with Maddie in general, like with her fans. Oh, they love Miss Mary. I think Miss Mary's going to do very, very well with the general public. I do. Chez. Chez. I love Chez. Chez is over there being Chez, carrying on. I think it's going to be fun to see Chez on TV because Chez is a whole mess and Chez being Chez. He cracks jokes and then he's Latonya and all that. Chez just Chez. So he's over there doing his thing. I was like, okay, that's all in place. That's cool. Miss Sophia. Now, of the teaser, I must say, I got my life off of Miss Sophia. Miss Sophia was the breakout star of the damn teaser. Of that 15 minutes, Miss Sophia. Miss Sophia is so goddamn crazy. And I was wondering about, I know Miss Sophia is crazy anyway when you see her on the show and stuff, but you get to see some of the behind the scenes stuff with Miss Sophia. Miss Sophia is hilarious. She's hilarious. So of that first 15 that we've seen, if there's more of that of Miss Sophia going to be the breakout star of one of the breakout stars of the show. Oliver Twixt is on the show. We see a lot of Oliver. Oliver is a very colorful soul. He is. He just is. Oliver, he also has music, and Oliver has his own YouTube channel, and he has his IG channel. He's already a social media situation all in his own. But Oliver is on there, child. And now Oliver did his little confessionals, baby. And I said, what's them lips, Oliver? Oliver jumped up on the screen, baby. I said, this is what you gonna do. This what I'm gonna be living to see Oliver's damn confessionals. Baby, them lips was glossed and greased, honey. I said, come on, Oliver. He was up there giving. I said, Oliver. So that was like a hoot. Everything that they showed, like all the work that Oliver does and how he really interacts a lot with Maddie. I don't know if everybody knows how much of a part Oliver plays in how things run and the all of the social media blasts and all that stuff and keeping things running. You get to see a lot of that, I think. But again, baby, them lips, it's all about Oliver and them confessionals and them. Come on. So I got life off of that. Craig, the writer Stewart. Craig. Craig's going to have, I think, the roughest time with social media. Because Craig's just Craig. We're used to Craig. But Craig say it like he's just say it like you mean it. That Craig was saying some stuff in them confessionals. I can see it. I see the forest through the trees. Craig is going to be, I think, for the show, Craig is going to be the girl you all love to hate. I just see that. I just see it. And again, as he has this whole stance, like, I don't work for Maddie. Maddie likes to say I work for her, but I don't work for Maddie. I work with Maddie. I was like, oh, Craig. So, of course, you know how it is. There's some people that's not going to take that well. There's some people that's not going to understand it, and they're going to give Craig the business. I'm just telling you. They're going to give Craig the business, and that's just how it's going to be. And he can take it. Craig got an old strong back. He'll be able to take it. Where can I find all this? Duchess Kelly Love, you're late to the party, and shame on you. It is on TS Madison's, her channel, honey. It's on her channel. It's a 15-minute teaser. You got that, Duchess? Okay. So, let's see. Who else? So, yeah, Craig, Legra Mo, Oliver Twix. We're covering the Queen's Supreme Court. New York. They're chronicling, I think, a lot of what New York and Maddie's friendship is. And what I got in there was the friendship between them. It was real quick, but I think we're going to see like the friendship between them and how close they are. And then the whole journey and maybe trying to see if Tiffany would be able to fit in as a permanent judge for the Queen's Supreme Court. So that was always a question. That's always a question for me because I said, do I want to see Tiffany be a permanent judge for the Queen's Supreme Court or no? I know it works the way it is online now, but to go somewhere else, as far as like going on television, I think somebody like Tiffany and her, what she brings would work for television, but that all the flipping of the judges on television might not work so well. You know what I mean? Because their television execs are funny about who they put their money on. So when we're talking a different person, and it's a lot of social media people and personalities and stuff, Tiffany probably would be the best bet if you're trying to take the show that way. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. I'm getting ready to soapbox, but we are actually going to see that. The teaser did not show Dineva, but I know that Dineva is going to be there. Dineva will be on the show, but he's not in the teaser. He'll be on the show though. But we've seen Dineva said it itself. But yeah, so we know Dineva's going to be there. Yeah. So that's that. And then Maddie. Maddie's being Maddie. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see, are you being Maddie or are you being Madison? And I wanted to see what she's being Maddie. She fussing and she cussing and they gonna do a lot. Boop, 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 boop. They're going to bleep her and stuff. Maddie's being Maddie. Even in the teaser, they showed where they were showing a clip of, I don't know if you all seen that show that night when Miss Sophia was on there turning her damn wig all the way around back. Turn the wig around backwards. But they showed a clip of a stripper who was coming down the pole and fell all the way down the pole. Child, and they showed it. They showed it. So I was like, okay, so yeah, Maddie's gonna be able to be Maddie. I really can't say how it's gonna work. We just got to wait and see. As far as, Maddie worked on the internet. She worked. She got to the television, so the execs thinks it's going to work, but we're going to see. But like I said, as far as what I'm seeing in that first 15, definitely I think the majority of the public is going to love Miss Mary. I think they're going to give Craig the blues. And then Maddie, I can't call it right now. I can't call it right now. I think it might end up being just like it is now. There's people, Maddie ain't for everybody. So it might be just like it is with her on the internet. Some people just love her to death. And some people's like, oh, I can't. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. But this is what I'm seeing thus far in the 15-minute trailer. Oh, and here's the one thing. Okay, so Maddie is speaking about, it's real briefly in the beginning. She speaks about, how she went from being a sex worker to actually where she is now. And they did this little scene where there was the little sex worker. It's like I don't even know if that one was a sex worker. She might have been, but it was this little skinny little child, just as frail and tired, honey, walking down. You got Maddie superimposed on the screen, and then you see the girl. She looked like one of the hookers at Hunts Point, and they got her walking down the street, child, and she just is tired. I said, "Now, Maddie, who did that? Who did that? Because that, girl, that ain't what your time on the street looked like. That all that old sad downtrodden." I said, I couldn't get behind that one. I was like, why they got that clip of that woman walking down there all sad? And then you see Maddie and Tiffany walk across the street later on, and baby, they giving, ow, bitch, yes, bitch. I done heard all the stories about Maddie and carrying on, how she carried her. So I didn't know what that little, I said, what they doing? Was that for the public? Yeah, I don't know. It was real sad. Oh, little sad old hoe going down the street. I didn't like the way that was going. I don't know again, this is just a teaser. So when I do the first episode, if that's part of the first episode, we're going to really get into that part. Because one thing, Maddie don't apologize for her past. She doesn't apologize for it. So that's why I was like, I didn't like that old sad ass, downtrodden ass, oh, I'm just selling it because I got to sell it. No, because that ain't Maddie and that ain't her story. That could be her story up here, but she never wanted anybody to feel sorry for her. When she tells her story, she don't never tell the story in a light that wants you to feel sorry for her. And that's what I got with the way production put that together with that tired ass whore walking down the street. She was tired. She's just tipping, looked like her feet hurt. I said, Maddie ain't never been that lifeless. And then I see her and Tiffany, how her and Tiffany was getting it going across the street. So, girl, we're going to look at it. We're going to look at that, Patty. I'm going to have my eye on it. I have my good eye on it. Hey, I want to see that sad little whore walking down the street. No. She was tipping. That bitch was tipping. I said, oh, girl, no, honey. So that ain't my Maddie, honey. My Maddie ain't never been down the street like that. I don't give a goddamn what headspace she was in really with the reality of it, I know Maddie ain't walked down the street like that. That bitch got way too much goddamn sass to ever have strolled down the street. Maddie don't stroll down those streets. Maddie pumps. She pumps down the street. So I'm gonna be looking for that. I'll probably be dragging that. So that'll be, child, you can hate me now, but I won't stop now. And I don't want to see no more of that little sad little child go. And there was a tired ass looking little child going down the street. Anyway, so that's what I gathered from the first 15 that they've shown of Maddie's show. It will be on next Thursday, 10 p.m. Like I said, if you have everything in order, go to your DVRs, program it in so you get it, and our sis gets her credits for the views. Honey. It's the same thing on TV as it is on here, baby. Views. The views count. We need you watching. I don't need you coming. Don't listen. Let me tell y'all now. Don't come to me looking for a blow-by-blow rundown of what was on the show, because I don't review like that. What I do is I watch things that stick out for me. If it's fuck shit central, I talk about it. If it's messy shit, I talk about it. If it's something that's just funny, I talk about it. But just to literally go through a show blow by blow and tell you what happened to the point, and yes, I am a damn good storyteller. I pride myself in my storytelling abilities, but I ain't sitting here telling no story for those who ain't got cable. That's not what I do. That's not my version of a review. My version of a review is sit down and talk to you about what you saw and I saw, and then we kiki amongst each other about what we saw. It's a conversation. It's not a catch-up or a way to elude paying for your subscription. So, like I said, clicks and views. It's the same in the real world, honey. Not just down here. TV is about clicks and views as well. Got it? Good. Okay, so that's that. Maddie, girl, we watching. We watching, girl. We watching you, honey. All right, so Thursday night, 10 p.m. It's going down, honey. Almond Brown is in the chat. Almond Brown 09. Listen, I have to do this, Almond. I have to do it. I have to do it. Almond Brown is so goddamn funny. Do you hear me? Almond is literally she's reading my book, Love and Topaz, on her channel. Okay. You see that? That's spaghetti, honey. You see I put that fork in there and it's standing up? Get into it, honey. So Almond Brown, now Almond Brown don't really cuss and all that. When you go to Almond Brown, you can see her. She be talking and she's all sweet and she cute and reminds me of my Fifi, my wife Fifi. Almond remind me of Fifi. Like they could be sisters, child. But yeah, so but Almond is the nice girl. Like I like me some Fifi. I don't like Almond like that. I like Almond is like, oh, come on, let me hug you. Fifi is like, no, I ain't gonna hug you because if I hug you, you might end up with my checkbook. It's that kind of thing. Okay, so follow that. But Almond is nice, and you can find her singing, God is love. Oh, he loves me, all that kind of stuff. And then now she over there read my book, honey, and Almond is over there having to speak things the way I word them. It is the funniest shit. Funny. Now, I wrote the damn book. I wrote the book. And I feel like the book is worth a listen and worth a read. But to look at Almond reading the book and her facial expressions is all the goddamn entertainment I need. It is hilarious. She went through a scene on this past Monday. She does it on Mondays about 9:30. And I post it onto my community board as well. So you can go there and click over. She went through a scene about a funeral. There was a funeral. And there was a lot going on. A lot of fighting and cussing and fussing and carrying on at this funeral. And when I tell you I had to roll her video back. I rolled her video back to rewatch her reading the parts, the little parts about the actual. That damn Almond Brown is hilarious. I don't think she pins herself as a comedian, but her ass is very, very comical. Okay. So if y'all get a moment, go on over there to Almond Brown 09 and listen to her, read the books. I didn't do, my books are available on paperback and they're also available on Kindle. I didn't do a audio version of any of the 5 books that I actually have. So I know there's a whole market out there for it. I need to sit down and do it, or sit down and have somebody do it. But go on over there and watch Almond Brown. It's even if you just listen to her, you might just need background noise or you in the car and you go listen to her, play the videos, listen to the story. I'm telling you, the story is a good story. I wrote it, so I feel like it's a good story. But the experience coming through Almond's mouth, hilarious. It is a good time. And I've been watching. I said, child, I watched her when she read my memoir, and it was cool. It was cool, but she was more serious and just like she was getting to know me more. And then she read Between Pews, which is another one of my books. And Between Pews is rough too. It's got a lot going on, a lot of twists and turns. So it was funny watching her face with the twists and turns and Between Pews. I got exactly what I was looking for from the reader, from her. It was like, oh, wait a minute. Hey, hold on. It was that. But with Love and Topaz, it's a lot of that too, but a lot of the verbiage is off the chain. So just seeing her have to go through that and keep reiterating the disclaimer that there's going to be some cussing. I'm sorry, Almond girl. I didn't mean to do it to you, girl, but it's a damn good time. It's a damn good time. So that's that. Hey, Tara. Y'all know my food is cold. It's always cold. When I'm eating and I'm just sitting here eating and ain't nobody here, it's just me sitting here eating, my food's be cold when I get done anyway. That's just the way it is. Z said, almond tickled the hell out of me in the facial spray. It is so good. It is so good. Right. It's all cold. But it's all right. Because this little shanty, this little shack I live in, it got a microwave. Mm-hmm. It did. There's a microwave in here. Right up over top of the stove. Sure do. I ain't got no air conditioner though. I ain't got no air conditioner. Central. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out. This has been Kitchen Table Talk with SpillitBoyTV. I love you guys and thank you for hanging out with me. Is that garlic bread, mother? No, this is actually a chicken sandwich from Popeyes. I got the chicken sandwich from Popeyes. Then I got home and I was like, and I had potatoes. I had like the potatoes. I threw them potatoes to the side. I said, I want my spaghetti. And I went in there and pulled out spaghetti. Y'all know how I do. I'm all over the place. That's part of being SpillitBoyTV. How else could you clean up, honey, if you wasn't all over the place? I'd be all over the place. I'm out of here. It's going to be a good weekend. A good weekend. A very busy weekend, I think. Y'all keep your eyes and ears open. You hear? That chicken sandwich is going to be nasty if you have to warm. Oh, no, girl. It'll be all right. All you got to do is all you got to do. Listen, I'm a master at reheating stuff. Get you go right in there, wet your hand, sprinkle a little bit of water on it. You got to take it all the way apart, though. Take it all the way apart and sprinkle a little water and put it in the microwave and then pull it on back out, reassemble your sandwich, and you're good to go. Because I didn't get the pickle, and I don't have any of the condiments on there, so it'll be fine. It'll be just fine. All right. So it's been real. Like I said, this has been Kitchen Table Talk with SpillitBoy TV. I will see you guys next time. Mwah, 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 mwah. Have a good weekend, you guys. Later.